Hey YouTube, this is JTJ13731. You guys that know me know that I do a lot of videos about Yu-Gi-Oh and whatnot. I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh very much, but recently I decided to get into Magic a little bit too. So I threw a deck together, and I'm gonna give you guys the profile. Feel free to comment, give advice. I really appreciate it because I'm not too familiar with the game yet, but this is my deck, and I think there are 61 cards in it, so let's get started. It's a green and black deck. You know what I mean, like, the two colors in it are the forest and the swamp ones. And I am running 2 Terramorphic Expanse to search out those lands if I need to. Hopefully won't have to, but sometimes you need that little push. I'm running 14 Forest. It's partly green, and it's mostly green. The creatures are almost all green. So I'm mainly running the black for like my instants and my sorceries and whatnot. So 14 Forests. 3 Llanowar Elves. Let me search out those forests really quickly. When this deck gets moving, I can search out my lands really quickly and get them on the field really quickly, and this helps. So 3 Llanowar Elves, 2 Copperhorn Scouts. These will probably see their way out of the deck pretty soon. I'll figure something else out to replace them, I think. 2 Brindle Boar. This is kind of nice. Sacrifice itself, get 4 more life. So for those black cards where I would have to sacrifice life for, I can always just toss one of these and get that life right back. So it's nice. Plus it's 2 power, 2 toughness, so it's pretty cool. Getting to more of the muscle of the deck. 2 Wild Heart Invokers. Awesome card, I'm really liking it. I can get 8 mana, or 8 lands on the field pretty quickly with this deck, so his effect is pretty easy to use. Target creature gets 5+ power and toughness and gains trample until the end of the turn, so that's pretty cool. Plus he's got 4 power and 3 toughness, so he's pretty big. Fairly big anyway. 1 Arbor Elf. If I need to use another forest, I can always, or if I need another creature on the field, I can just hit him, tap him, and then it untaps my forest, so it's really nice. Joraga Treespeaker. This was the card when I got it. I decided I kind of wanted to build the deck around, kind of the Elven style. Basically, the more counters or whatever I get on it, the more lands I get to call to my hand, so it's really cool. Yeah, pretty nice. 1 Viridian Emissary is pretty cool. When he is put into my graveyard from the battlefield, I get to search for 1 basic land card and put it onto the battlefield. Tapped, but still, it's another land. And it doesn't specify which land I have to use, so that's pretty nice. 1 Leatherback Baloth. This is just muscle, obviously. There's no effect there, and it's pretty easy to summon 3 green lands and 4 power, 5 toughness. So 1 Garruk's Pack Leader. This is a pretty cool card. When another creature with power 3 or greater enters the battlefield under my control, I get to draw a card. And I'm running a lot of creatures that are higher than 3, so it's pretty cool. Once again, another monster without an effect. Spined Worm. It's pretty powerful, and it's not too terribly hard to summon, so I run it. 1 Carnage Worm. This card's really nice. It's a massive card, and it just decimates all. So, Carnage Worm. Now into the green instants and sorceries and whatnot. 2 Naturalize. For getting rid of any enchantments or artifacts, obviously, it's pretty nice. one giant growth just to give me that leap over whatever creature they may have on the field. One Harrow. This card is really good. It lets me, sacrifice it, and then or sacrifice a land, and then I get 2 more lands out of it, so it's really nice. So that's all the green in the deck. Let's get on to the black. I'm running 11 swamps. The black mana card. And then I am running the other massive card of the deck along with Carnage Worm. You have Massacre Worm. This card is amazing. I love getting it out on the field. It's just a great card, and it's just epic as hell. And then one Nested Ghoul. It lets me get another token out on the field, or whenever he takes damage, any kind of damage, I get a token immediately. So he's not that tough, so more than likely the damage is going to kill him anyway. But if he does get killed, I immediately get another token, so they're not going to be able to hit me unless, of course, they're flying or whatever. But one Phyrexian Rager. It's a pretty cool card. When he enters the battlefield, I get to draw a card and lose 1 life. So it's a pretty good benefit. Like I said, those Brindle Boars earlier in the video, they really help, because a lot of this stuff I need to cost life for, so I can always just get that draw, then kill a Brindle Boar or whatever, and get that life right back. So it's really nice. One Disentomb, just getting stuff back. Recovery, which you always need. Whether you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic or whatever game, recovery is always nice. So, Disentomb. Sign in Blood, giving me more draw power. Sacrifice 2 life to draw 2 cards. So once again, the Brindle Boars come in handy, and it gives me more draw power, so it's really nice. Grasp of Darkness gives target creature of my choice 4- toughness and 4- power until the end of the turn. So I can just drop this and run right over on one of their monsters and just run right over it. It's pretty cool. Quag, Sickness. This card is really helpful. For each swamp I have on the field, the enchanted creature loses 1 toughness and 1 power, so it's pretty cool. It lets me run over monsters too. 2 Doomblade, just lets you go and hit that creature and get it out of the way without actually using your monster's attack, so it's really nice. And it only requires 2 lands, so it only requires you to tap 2 lands. There we go. Mind Rot. I love this card. Lets you develop huge hand advantage over your opponent, because for the simple cost of tapping 3 lands, 1 swamp and 2 others, you get to discard 2 cards in their hand, so just toss them. It's great. Alright, that's all the colored cards. Now onto artifacts. I'm running 1 Prophetic Prism. If you'll remember the Llanowar Elves, I was running 3. If I had 3 of this, I would run it, and I would use this to search out my swamps and the Llanowars to search out my forests, and just keep tapping back and forth until I had all of them out. It's just a great way to get there. It's a really nice card, and plus, right as soon as I play it on the field, I get to draw a card, so that's just an added bonus. 1 Druidic Satchel. This card's really cool. There's a bunch of different effects. I'm not going to read all of them, but it's a pretty cool card. And last, 1 shiny hollow foil copy of Elixir of Immortality. This is a cool card. This was one of the first cards I ever saw in Magic. It's, like I said, it's pretty badass. Get it on the field with 1 land to use its effect tap it and tap 2 lands, I gain 5 life, and I get to shuffle this and my graveyard back into my deck. So it's pretty cool. Alright guys, that's my deck. Like I said, feel free to comment and subscribe, and advice is appreciated because like I said, I'm really new to this. So yeah, I'll catch you later.